We all have sometimes said or heard others calling anyone wearing camouflage or is in a military attire as army man or military. But not everyone wearing camouflage is an army. In this video, let's clear this confusion, and also we will discuss differences between Indian Armed Forces or military and paramilitary forces or Central Armed Police Forces. For more video like this, please subscribe to the channel and also press the notification bell. Never miss an update. Indian Armed Forces are the main military forces of India and it is a voluntary service. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of Indian Armed Forces and it is under the direct control of Ministry of Defence or MOD. Indian Army. It is the land-based branch and the largest element of the Indian Armed Forces with 12,37,117 active personnel and 9,60,000 reserve personnel. Indian Navy. The naval branch of the Indian Armed Forces, it has 67,228 active personnel and 55,000 reserve personnel. Indian Air Force, it is the air arm of the Indian Armed Forces. It has 1,39,576 active personnel and 1,40,000 reserve personnel. These three are together known as Tri-Services and the main military force of India. It is the world's second largest military force and has the world's largest volunteer army. There is another armed forces branch which also falls under Ministry of Defence (MOD) is Indian Coast Guard. It protects the India's maritime interests and enforces maritime law along India's vast coastline. They work in close cooperation with Indian Navy. Now let's move to paramilitary forces of India. The term paramilitary force has not been stated in any acts or by authorities officially. To remove this confusion, from March 2011, they are officially classified as Central Armed Police Forces. So basically, paramilitary forces are also known as Central Armed Police Forces. They are under direct control of Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA). There are 7 forces which come under Central Armed Police Forces controlled by Ministry of Home Affairs. Assam Rifles, the oldest military force of India, served in World War I, Europe, Middle East and World War II and currently guarding the India-Myanmar border. It has 63,747 active personnel. Border Security Force or BSF. Its main duty is guarding the border with Pakistan and India and India-Bangladesh border. It has 2,57,363 active personnel. Central Industrial Security Force or CISF. Its main duties are guarding important government buildings, the Delhi Metro and provides security at airport. It has 1,48,371 active personnel. Central Reserve Police Force or CRPF. The largest Central Armed Police Force or military force of India. Main role is maintaining law and order and assisting state polices. CRPF are involved in counter-insurgency operations mainly in Jammu and Kashmir and in Maoist-influenced Naxal areas, and they are the main forces deployed by central government during election in India. It has 4,13,634 active personnel. Indo-Tibetan Border Police or ITBP. Its main duty is guarding the border between India and Tibet, China. It has 89,432 active personnel. National Security Guard (NSG), an elite counter-terrorism force for combating terrorists' activities and protect states against internal disturbances. They are sometimes referred as the Black Cats. It has 7,350 active personnel. Sashastra Seema Bal (SSB). Its main role is guarding the Indian border with Nepal and Bhutan. It has 94,261 active personnel. Remember, these forces are not armed forces. They are central police organizations headed by civilian officers from the Indian Police Service or IPS under Ministry of Home Affairs, not the Ministry of Defense. There are other forces also. Special Protection Group (SPG). Its only role is providing security to the Prime Minister of India and their immediate family members anywhere in the world. It has 3,000 active personnel. It is under the control of Cabinet Secretariat of India. We have already discussed in detail about various security categories in India: Z+, Z, Y and X category security. Link will be in the description box below. Railway Protection Force or RPF. Main role is guarding the vast Indian Railway and its properties under the control of Ministry of Railways. It has 75,000 active personnel. National Disaster Response Force or NDRF. Specialized force created for the purpose of special response to threatening circumstances of disaster under the control of Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA). By the way, if a war broke out anytime, then the guarding force in that border will hold the position till the Indian Armed Forces, Army, Navy and Air Force take control of the situations. But these paramilitary forces could be called anytime, anywhere in a war to protect country's interest. Well, I hope this will clear your confusion about Indian Armed Forces or military or paramilitary forces. If you want a detailed video on each of these forces separately, please comment down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. A sub would greatly motivate us. Thank you.